coast to coast, it's your hosts, the Lombardi Leap and Mersey FB. This is Beyond the Frozen Tundra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Frozen Tundra. I'm your host, Blaine, here with Matt. We're talking Packers preseason football here. I, unfortunately, did not get to catch the
Broncos
Denver game.
Yep.
Yeah, Broncos, Packers here. I was on an island in Georgia, and that was a great experience, but that didn't stop Matt from catching the game. So he's going to...
I watched all of it.
Just kind of...
Got a little tired.
Yeah, I did get
end.
to see a couple things.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can we not make
it's like
9 p.m. preseason games a thing? Like that was
so dumb.
Was kind of brutal to get through, but after a while, it settled in. Couple things. Starters didn't play a ton. Denver played their ones longer than we did. Denver's defensive ones against our twos went about exactly how you thought it would go. Our interior offensive line,
Jordan
I
Love
think,
looked good.
held up better, especially as the starters. I think Burton improved. PFF won't agree with you, but eye test, I think he did more good than bad. Kind of the same thing with Monk. Ryan was good as well. So that's encouraging to see the interior offensive line improve. Golden.
And the Denver's not a bad defense either.
No, they're a great defense.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Zach Allen.
They were playing starters.
Had a couple good reps against Jacob Monk, but like, shocker, it's Zach Allen, so we can't be too upset about that one. Golden did well, and Watson did well winning against PS2. I thought the ball security thing was a little strange from them. It got knocked out a couple times, but that's okay. Get it out of the way in the preseason.
I blame the altitude.
Yeah, we're starting to see what Marshawn Lloyd can do. I was a big fan that he was able to score that touchdown. I think it really meant a lot to him, and it's hard not to root for him.
100%.
And he's much more of a dynamic weapon out of the backfield than Josh Jacobs is.
Yeah, there's a speed there that just you don't really see in Josh Jacobs, like a shiftiness.
Mm-hmm. Belton, I think, did better as well as the game went on too. He's kind of figuring out the tackle thing. I'd like him to just stick there now. If we're gonna play him at a position, just stick him at the tackle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see his long-term future there, and I really think he should just stick with guard. That's just me. That's what I said about him coming out. I still firmly believe that left guard is his future, and that's what his future should be. But the Packers love to do their Packer thing.
I thought John Williams looked good.
I've been hearing a lot of good things. I liked him in that first game against the Steelers. And I know, obviously, like, PFF is a little bit more rude
Yeah.
in general. But it sounded to me like he's progressively built on his success. He's having the, I guess, preseason that I thought Brant Banks was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
I think he makes the roster. When you think about it, he's technically he's technically like an extra pick this year because he didn't play a snap last year after being drafted in the 7th round. Spent most of the year on IR, if not all of the year. It's gonna be really tough to figure out who wins between Will Shepherd, Nayor, and Sturdivant. Unfortunately, Sturdivant had a concussion, so he's in the protocol.
Yeah.
But all three of these guys are really in a tight group. I think they're trying to get all three back on the practice squad.
I mean, if you had to pick one of those three, who would you pick?
Probably Nayor with like long speed and just the frame.
Yeah. Because, like, Nair likes to block.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I loved Will Shepherd coming out, too. I didn't really know much about Nayor, but I watched Nayor play, and he does look like a different wide receiver here. And unfortunately, like Sturdivant, Jay Sturdy, as I call him, I don't think he will make the roster just because of the concussion.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think because of the concussion, it'll make it easier to get him on the practice squad.
And Will Shepherd's been on the practice squad before. Nayor is probably the most intriguing one. They only played Savion Williams for 2 snaps.
Yeah, I don't know how how I feel about him. He's a pick I wish you could get back.
I see that. I see that. Swapping over defensively, I understand the concern with like the lack of pressure. However, after like the first drive, 3/4 of our starting or defensive line weren't playing, and they were doubling LVN. So how much do you want him to do?
Yeah. I mean, Brenton Cox Jr. does look good, though.
We weren't really like blitzing or anything all game. It was kind of more like figuring things out on the back end. Like the first Steelers game, we were sending a lot more blitzes, a lot more pressure looks, but
cannon firing all the cannons.
I think I'm of the opinion to start Brenton Cox over Sorrell at this point.
I could agree with that.
Until Micah gets back. The defense, the D tackle like Hargrave. Oh, Brinson's got a calf, by the way. He'll miss some time apparently, but like he's firmly DT4 in my mind.
Yeah, well, I think he's going on IR, which provides opportunity for like this is Anthony Campbell. Is that his name?
Yes.
I think that provides him with the opportunity to make it. And in regards to the DT room, Jonathan Ford is having a Johnny Jolly, some of y'all know that name from the past, nose tackle surgeons here too, from what I've gathered.
Yeah. He's played the position pretty well. I think, unfortunately, it pains me to say it, I think he's firmly ahead of Nazir Stackhouse.
Yeah. He anchors really well.
I'm glad he's figured out how to play the position. So,
and because I mean, he's a former Packers draft pick who was cut, was on the Bears a little bit, and then we brought him back after some injuries last year. And I just like the fact that having Jonathan Ford at nose tackle kicks guys like McClellan out.
McClellan, Brinson won't be forced to play. Yeah, I would keep Ford and Campbell. If you start Brinson on IR, it would probably be... Wait, did Brinson start on PUP? No, eh?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I do not remember off the top of my head.
Right now, if I had to guess, prior to the Cardinals game, you're probably looking at Wyatt, Hargrave, Brinson, and Brooks are entrenched. And then you've got Ford and Campbell fighting for the 6th spot. If you put...
I don't think Brooks is entrenched.
Yeah, he's very tradable, especially at his current salary. If you put...
Because McClellan's looked better than him.
I forgot about McClellan.
In my opinion.
Yes, yes.
McClellan's looked better than him.
Played great against Denver. I was a big fan of his performance. On top of that,
Carl Brooks is a liability in the run.
So you trade Carl Brooks, you start Brinson on IR, that gives you 2 more spots. So then you would carry Wyatt, Hargrave, McClellan, Ford, and Campbell on the active roster, and then activate Brinson to give you 6 DTs. That seems fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, and you can do some stuff with LVN. I know you don't really like that.
LVN or DDS, yeah. I was a fan of that, but it just relies on you having 2 competent edge rushers.
Yes, yeah, that's the issue. Do we have that right now? I mean, some would argue no, but as we get into the Cardinals game, we can talk about just pure coincidences here.
Haddon, I want to shout out. We were on it early saying don't discount Kamal Haddon. Him playing in the nickel, I think, is great for him.
I still think he could be a great boundary.
Oh, me too.
Man,
him in the nickel was kind of special to watch.
That was I did see I didn't get to watch the entire game, but I got to see clips here and there. And Kamal Haddon's making this roster.
Oh, for sure. So it's very clear to me that Katana Ladapo is a safety and cannot play in the slot.
Yeah.
On tape, watching it, just doesn't quite have the foot speed to be a slot, but I think you could be a great box safety.
Which that safety room, unfortunately, is really, really good.
Yeah, but they're also an injury away from having to play Kamal Haddon as a safety full time. Or not Kamal Haddon, Katana Ladapo.
No, because I like Mark Perry.
I like Mark Perry too, but I think they'd play Oladapo over Perry.
You think so? Well, I mean, if it's
as a pure safety, yes.
As a strong safety.
If you tell me X goes down, I'm putting Katana in over Perry.
I don't think so. Well, I think what they could do is they probably would. My guess is if they're gonna move Katana to strong safety, and then Evan Williams out to free safety. But if they just wanted to keep Evan Williams at strong safety, which obviously
I had that flipped in my head.
Yeah, Evan's the strong safety.
Okay, yeah. So if Evan goes down, Ton replaces him. If X goes
100%.
down, Mark Perry replaces him.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, that could be year 4 this year.
Yeah, and technically you count Bullard as a safety, but he plays the nickel. So
and
I would just keep Haddon in the corner room. as a corner, but he's the backup nickel. He's the backup like outside corner. He could do either.
So, I mean, technically, you're keeping 5 safeties with Javon Bullard here. I mean, and Javon Bullard's great in the nickel, though. I mean, Kamal Haddon's a great backup there, as well as, I mean...
Bullard might be one of the best nickel players in the league.
Yeah. Dude, I'm keeping receipts on that, by the way. Some people hate it on me.
Hamilton, with how he plays. End of list?
Probably, yeah.
Jalen Ramsey? No, too old now, even though he's in the nickel.
Too old now. That's why he's in the nickel, because he's too old.
Trying to think of who are the nickel players. Jacob Parrish plays primarily outside. Yeah, this is an interesting one.
I mean, is he a top 5 nickel? I could argue yes.
I could argue that.
I could legitimately argue that Javon Bullard is a top 5 nickel.
Yeah, he's better than CJ Gardner-Johnson. I think Jalen.
Absolutely.
I'm just going through depth charts right now. That one's not labeled correctly.
Is this defense like
half?
This defense is really good on paper.
On paper, yeah. Oh, I mean, Marcus Jones is a nickel. Yeah, I could see that. Like he's pretty good for Patriots.
Like realistically, your weakest position is the cornerback room, and it's obviously because you're anchoring it with a rookie in Cisse.
Who tweaked his knee, but we'll be fine. Important clarification.
Is fine.
He will be fine.
Yes. I mean, Micah Parsons in the edge room obviously is phenomenal when he's back.
Yes. DT is getting better.
DT looks, I think DT would be better if you trade Carl Brooks, in my opinion.
Flip Brooks for Joey Porter.
Dude, I'll send him Nixon and Carl Brooks in a second for Joey Porter.
I don't think I would throw a pick in.
I would. I don't give a rip, man. Like, to me, that's... I don't care at that point.
Would you include look at that. Free agent Kenny Moore as a better nickel than Javon Bullard?
No, because Kenny Moore is a free agent for a reason. Either that or he's just waiting to sign.
Maybe. Oh, Cooper. You could make an argument Cooper DeJean as a pure nickel is better than
Cooper DeJean is a pure nickel, and I would put him. I don't know. I think it's
it's close, but
it's close. I think Cooper DeJean gets hype because of the Super Bowl pick against Mahomes.
Oh, I know he's a rookie, but the Cowboys have Caleb Downs listed as their nickel player. I would have him over Bullard.
That doesn't count.
But
that doesn't count. We got to find out. Now, I'm not going to count that because he hasn't played a snap in the NFL.
That tape was great though, dude.
It was, but it's also college. True. I'll say to be determined.
Josh Metellus and then nickel. Yeah. So Bullard top 5.
Top 5.
Oh, Witherspoon is a nickel now primarily.
Really?
Sorry, not Witherspoon. Eman Wari, I would have over him too. But so Petrie, Hamilton, Eman Wari, Bullard. Those are your top 4. In any order you want to put them in.
Kyle Hamilton is a freak of nature too.
Yeah. Jacob Parrish is probably in the top 5 as well. Like he's pretty good. And then
I mean, again, Bullard great. Kamal Haddon essentially looks like he's solving the backup nickel role as well as solidifying the cornerback room there with some depth. It gives you a little bit more comfortable depth-wise having Haddon there. I also think you can give some props like Tyron Hopper, who sounds like he's really finding his footing, and it seems
he's
like
playing faster, which is nice to see.
Yeah. And can I just say, like, I think Zaire Franklin might be Brian Gutekunst's second best trade ever.
Who has he made a trade? Okay, other than Micah.
Other than Micah. Micah's the only other one that's I think it's going to go down in history as his greatest trade ever.
I think the Rodgers trade worked out like very well for him.
Yeah. I will, but I would still, again, this is early, but I'll still place the Zaire Franklin trade over that because of the mentality that he has brought to this defense. Today, we're recording this on the 24th. They had practice today. They were throwing punches. I'm cool with that. I want my defense to have a little bit of chip on them. That's a defense. Like, I have not seen a defense with this level of chippage since the Super Bowl run back in when we won the Super Bowl in 2011, the 2010 season. That defense had guys who were mean, who played mean. Like Charles Woodson seems like a nice guy, but he is a mean dude on the field. Those were guys that had chips on their shoulders and would fight people. And I like the fact that Zaire Franklin has brought that element of toughness to this team. Like he was just last week too. He was mouthing off to Tucker Kraft, and they got in fights last year when we went and had a preseason game with the Colts.
Yeah, I love the attitude Zaire brings. he played well in that one series they gave him.
He definitely looks like he's going to have a bounce back year.
Oh, for sure. I think the scheme fits him a little better. Where was it going 100%. Defensively? The run defense early down, like first down specifically, is not great. I don't still love getting like gashed for 5 yards of carry.
Yeah.
X had a rough game just because Waddle
gap control.
Yeah. So
I forgot Waddle was there.
Yeah, Waddle like gashed him once in a coverage thing, or ran a double move on him pretty much, so it's hard for X to help there, but played himself a little out of position.
Also, Trace Mack continues to smack the field goals home.
Dude, it's so impressive. I don't care how many he misses in practice, as long as he's like perfect through games.
Dude, if you're hitting him I don't care if you're hitting him preseason, and it sounds like Matt Orzech's going to be out for a while, so Adamontis is there's a good chance that Adamontis may hold that position as long snapper and never give it back. Which I don't think you can mess with the continuity. I know they say they're things like, well, they're all professionals. I don't give a rip. Okay, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If Trace Mack's hitting them and Adamontis is the guy who's helping him hit them, I'm not replacing Matt Orzech, who's been a terribly graded long snapper. I don't care how professional he is.
Yeah,
if it's not broke,
I would tend to agree. Especially when Adamitis and Orzech are like similar players, just for like Adamitis is cheaper fractionally.
Yeah, Adamitis is cheaper. And he's actually played consistently better. I mean, again, this is PFF, so take it as you will, but PFF has graded Adamitis higher than Matt Orzech.
Yeah.
So do with that information as you will. Well, anything else you got for the Denver game?
McClellan flashed, which is good to see. I'm repeating myself here. Our run game looked more explosive for what it's worth. Like we were able to get more going.
Pierre Strong had a good game.
Special teams. That's it. We can return now. And we can pin people and not let them return on us. This is wonderful. Acorn might have saved my life.
Dude, I guess all that caffeine he drinks pays off.
If we can win the field position battle, that's perfect.
Yeah, for real. That'd be amazing. Oh, I think this kind of, and speaking of battles, and this kind of transitions us into the Cardinals here. Do we have a controversy for the second string quarterback?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't trust McCord in a game. So Love, as great as he's been, has shown that he's not he can't play all 17 games. Something will happen, unfortunately. I think
okay, hold up. I don't think that was. It's not his fault. He got speared.
No. I know, but all of his injuries haven't been his fault. But it's just we as an organization know that at some point our backup QB is going to have to play, and if we have to, if we go 2 to 4 games without Love, and the goal is to just get to 500, I would still pick Tyrod Taylor to get to 500 through those games. I don't trust McCord in the same sense in an actual game scenario.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to throw you a little bit of information here. Who do you think was a 6th-round pick? Tyrod Taylor or Kyle McCord?
Kyle McCord. No. Yeah, McCord was a 6th-round pick.
They both were.
Okay.
Kyle McCord is a 6th-round pick. He was picked 181. Tyrod Taylor was picked 180 in 2011. I don't know, man. Watching Tyrod Taylor play, he looks old. He plays like he's 37.
Yeah, he was also kind of running for his life a bit, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I think this last game, if Kyle McCord outplays Tyrod Taylor in similar situations, because they've been given similar situations here, and somebody's like, hey, we'll give you a 6th-round pick for Tyrod Taylor, I would say go for it. I'd get rid of him in a heartbeat, and I'd take Kyle McCord as your backup. I'd be perfectly fine with that. I mean, you're never going to have Malik Willis ever again, and I just don't like what I've seen in Tyrod Taylor right now. I definitely think that he is probably the only difference between, in my opinion, Kyle McCord and Tyrod Taylor right now is the fact that Tyrod Taylor has played as long as he has in the NFL, and that's it. But I would say that Kyle McCord has probably outplayed in the preseason right now Tyrod Taylor, and he's literally 12 years younger. Sorry, 14. you're in essence trading upside for old, which it's your backup quarterback. That's what they did with Malik Willis. They knew what they had in Sean Clifford. You know what you have in Tyrod Taylor at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
I don't think, because I really like with the way Tyrod Taylor has played. I don't think you're winning any games with Tyrod Taylor that you couldn't win with Kyle McCord, given him the same game plan. He just looks so slow.
I don't like how quick he was getting off his reads, though. He seemed to just be like tucking and running very quickly.
To me, it just looked like he was just processing slower, and he just couldn't get to the reads. And then by the time he got to the reads, it was like, "Oh, time to go. I got to run. O-line's collapsing," or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did give him the Malik Willis game plan, and it was 1-2 run. I don't know. But
we'll see. We'll see how this battle shakes out. I think Arizona will be a fun one to watch because Love isn't playing in that one, so more time for other guys.
Did they say that?
I'd assume so. I'd assume Love would just play in joint practice, and then.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I believe they said that. Yeah, so it'll just be because he'll get time against the Arizona starters in joint practice. So why bother in a preseason game there? And speaking of the Cardinals, guess who was activated off of the PUP?
Josh Sweat.
Coincidentally, yeah, Josh Sweat.
Still probably wouldn't trade for him.
I don't know. If you want to win a Super Bowl, I mean, in my opinion, and I know that there's some Joey Porter Jr. rumors going on there at an impasse there.
I would rather trade that. I would rather trade for Joey Porter than Josh Sweat.
100%. But if you want to win now, I'd do both. Solves it gives you more confidence in your edge room, and 100%. Your corner room is then locked and loaded. Joey Porter, Brandon Cisse, Javon Bullard. Good night.
Yeah. I think that would play.
Good night.
But
let's go. Pick up the phone, Goot. But I mean, realistically though, obviously like pass rush matters.
It wins games, some may say.
Yes, it does. You win in the trenches. I think that with Arizona it's a rebuilding team. Obviously, it's Matt LaFleur's brother, so it's big bro versus little bro, which is kind of funny. It's kind of cool. And then I really liked Max Melton coming out. Bo Melton's obviously wide receiver on our roster, and then Jeremiah Love. They talk about J Love. I'm pretty sure he's not playing though, right? Because of his injury.
He got hurt.
The running back for the Cardinals. Yeah.
Oh, didn't he tweak his ankle or something?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a couple players you could look at, maybe, possibly, but if you're getting cut from Arizona, something's wrong.
Yeah.
So
exactly. You're really, if anything, I think you're looking at like Josh Sweat, realistically, is who you're potentially looking at.
Former Packer Kalen King is on their roster.
Oh, is he really? Oh, wow, he is. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I forgot about him.
Wyatt Williams, who's returning to college football, is on the Arizona roster.
There's also, Elijah Jones. I liked him coming out.
He's the Boston College guy, right?
Yeah, Boston College. I liked him coming out. He was picked 2 years ago. I mean, they do have Sean Murphy Bunting. Like their cornerback room is something maybe you could look at because they have Will Johnson. They have Denzel Burke, Max Melton, Sean Murphy Bunting, Elijah Jones. Like there's a lot of cornerbacks in there. I mean, Garrett Williams at their nickel. So maybe you're looking at their cornerback room, and if something kind of catches your eye, you're like, hey, we'll send you this, that, and the other thing for Josh Sweat and one of your corners. Come on, little bro, help me out here.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean Murphy Bunting is 29. He's a former second-round pick out of Tampa. I would kind of maybe look at him. I don't know what they're going to do with Max Melton. Right now, he is third on the depth chart at
outside corner.
Left side corner. Yeah. I don't know what happens there with him. I know he's again, second round pick 2 years ago, but this is a completely different coach now. It's a different team, and he's trying to do his own thing. Obviously, like the big thing here is like, who are you looking at realistically to secure a roster spot? Because this is the last game. I mean, I have a couple guys who I have in mind that I think are kind of make or break. But I want to hear some of potentially your guys first.
I think Dylan Wade really needs to show something.
Yeah.
Andy Herman had him on the 53.
Outperformed him.
But
Really?
yeah, well, Wade's played more than Gesky, so if you're using that as an indication, but I think Wade needs to say, "Hey, I'm the guy here."
See, I think because Gesky hasn't played as much, I think he's ahead of Wade, and to me, he's looked better than Wade.
Yeah,
Like, I think he looked good.
Burton's gonna have a hell of a time against Walter Nolan. I would like to see how that goes, or Monk, whoever ends up starting on the offensive line there.
Well, per Steno, Jagger Burton's going to be getting more looks is going to focus on center this week.
Okay, so he will definitely be going up against Walter Nolan.
So that'll be a good test.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like Campbell and Ford will be players to watch to really step up and say, "Hey, put me on this roster." If we're assuming Warren starts on IR, I don't think Edgerrin Cooper will play because they won't play with starters, but
I think this will be a hopper kind of a game. Like, hey,
I would like to see Cooper bounce back from what happened to him last week at Denver.
I know. I did see that a little bit.
It sounds like he had a bounce back day in practice today. I think Keyshawn Nixon would be one to watch.
Every corner should play except for Cisse. That's my opinion.
I just think every corner should play for a little bit.
Like, I don't think just because of Cisse's knee, I know he's going to be fine. I think Cisse will get enough reps in practice with the ones against, who are their wide receivers against, like Kendrick
and
Michael Wilson, Kendrick Bourne.
It was the other one I was looking for. Yep.
Yeah, I think he'll get enough reps against them to where it'll be, okay, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no issues with that. But I think the other guys, like Valentine, Nixon obviously needs to play. I'd love to get Kamal Haddon more reps, of course, just to kind of figure, okay, can any of these guys help increase their trade value here?
I'd like to see Denver Sutton play. That would be a fun one to me.
Yes.
Just to see what he's got off the edge. Because, Nigel Kelly's an intriguing pass rusher. I think he gives up his assignment too often and just kind of over pursues. But like the edge,
I think he'll be a great practice squad edge.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But like, let's see Colin Oliver, like time to show up. Same thing with Brenton Cox. Like, let's emerge for one game.
Yeah. And I'm also interested in Damani Jackson.
Actually getting him like a full week of practice and being able to play would be big.
I think it's going to be huge for him just to kind of see, okay, can he make this roster? Because I do think there's a question here. Like, I know he was a 6th-round pick, but it's like, has he shown enough to warrant a roster, or can you stash him on the practice squad this year because of his injury that he dealt with, because he hasn't really had any chance to participate in the offseason due to him having that core muscle surgery that took place. I mean, I think he is definitely a higher upside Kalen King, because Kalen King tested poorly, whereas Damani Jackson is a much better athlete and can definitely play outside, unlike Kalen King is just primarily nickel only. That's why he didn't, unfortunately, make it with us. Yeah, I think Damani Jackson's really kind of playing for a roster spot here going forward, and then just figuring out who's your corner too. I don't think it's as clear cut as like some people out there think. A lot of people are like, well, it's clearly going to be St. Juice, or they say it's Keyshawn Nixon, and I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. St. Juice, I mean, is like a lankier corner,
but I don't think he's going to play against Arizona because he hurt his hammy. But
yeah, that's another thing too. He hurt his hammy. So who's your cornerback too?
If it's not Nixon, I don't see the point in keeping Nixon on the roster.
I agree with that 100%. I do agree, which is why I think this is like, if you leave that Arizona game and you're like, I don't think Nixon is cornerback too, then you better go get somebody. Even if you don't think it's Valentine and if you don't think it's St. Just, you got to go get somebody. And like, we've heard rumors that they're making calls, and I know nothing's imminent, but we'll have to see here. To me, if the Packers are making calls for a cornerback, that tells me that Keyshawn Nixon is on thin ice. Because why make any calls at all if you're certain?
It would have to be someone special, like Joey Porter. Like, you're not
like Joey Porter.
I'm trying to think of a good example of this. If like Tennessee starts saying, "Hey, we've got," give me a sec. If Tennessee's start saying like, "Hey, Cordell Flott is available," you're not like immediately pulling the trigger.
What about? I like Cordell Flott. I would.
If we're rating Tennessee's team, I'd rather take Alontae Taylor.
True. That's fair. How would you feel about? I know Paulson Adebo is apparently available. How would you feel about that?
Would have signed Paulson Adebo for what it's worth.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I know he's 27. He just signed with the Giants last year, and I don't think the contract was ridiculous.
No, well, what if we just do like a trade straight up Banks for Nixon?
Yeah, they did just trade away their guard, so that is possible. But then you're hit with then you have to sign Ziegler, in essence. I would.
Well, no, I'm just like, I wouldn't trade a guard to New York. I would just trade Deontay Banks for Keyshawn Nixon straight up. Maybe throw a pick in there.
Oh! I thought you meant trade Aaron Banks for Paulson Adebo.
No.
My bad.
Unfortunately, I think Aaron Banks is still on this team. So they traded their guard to make room for Maui Oa to play full time.
So if they were to trade, so here's the thing: you would only take on $11.5 million to trade for Paulson Adebo.
Okay,
and he's only on a 3-year deal. Like, so you're out. You can cut him at the end of this year if you wanted to, at the end of the 2026 season.
You see that? Sorry, side note, that Deshaun Watson's starting in Cleveland.
Yeah, after trashing the.
Aren't we glad to be Packers fans?
Oh my goodness, that place is a factory of sadness.
Yeah,
they deserve everything for signing Deshaun Watson like they did. Like I have
no for sure. I have no empathy.
I have no sympathy for them.
Yeah, I'd pull the trigger for like a Debo or Banks, but
Deontay Banks, I think is kind of on his way out anyway. He may get cut realistically.
Who else did Butler say is like on the trade block?
Well, Kool-Aid was, but they want way too much. I would love Kool-Aid. 100%, but not for what they're asking for. And the difference is like what you have to kind of look at is like, is it a young team or is it an older team? Giants are kind of an older team looking to win now. I know they have a quote unquote, not a rookie quarterback, but a rookie-ish quarterback. But the thing is their coach, who's also basically their GM, is Harbaugh, and he's looking to win now.
Yeah.
So he's going to make moves to win now. That's the same for like the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in we're going to win now. So we're going to make moves to win now. And if Joey Porter Jr. is not in their future, which it sounds like they're at an impasse and he's still on the PUP, then guess what? They'll make moves for pieces to win now. They have plenty of cornerbacks on their depth chart right now, obviously barring injury. I think that's something that if I'm the Packers and I'm serious about getting a corner too, you have to make a call here. You have to make a call for either Adebo, for Joey Porter Jr. Maybe you look at Arizona too, like I said, maybe a Sean Murphy-Bunting. Just a better, like a higher upside, just a more sound corner too. Because right now I can look at this corner room and I can't say, do I trust St. Juste as corner two? No, I don't think he has the snap pedigree. I sure as heck don't trust Keyshawn Nixon. Valentine, kind of, but the man can't tackle to save his life. I know you like, is it Shamar Bartholomew? Or no, Baldwin. You like Jonathan Baldwin, right?
But he's a backup nickel safety. Like, he's not playing outside.
But exactly. So he's a backup nickel safety. Jalen Simpson looks more like a safety. Shamar Bartholomew and Devonshire were not good at all whatsoever, unfortunately. Those are practice squad guys who realistically should not be playing in an actual NFL game. That's like Ladarius Gunter level. We're getting there now, and a lot of us know how that worked out. Not very well. So you're in essence, your cornerback two room is like, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what you do. So that kind of does lead us to the game of, okay, is somebody going to step up? I'm going to say probably not, because I'm going to take this game with a grain of salt, considering it is the Arizona Cardinals, and their starting quarterback is Jacoby Brissett, but I doubt he's going to play.
Yeah.
So you're looking at Gardner Minshew, and I'm pretty sure Carson Beck is injured, so it's Kendon Slovis. Is who you're going to be looking at? Okay. And at this point, I would not be shocked if Gardner Minshew tore up Keyshawn Nixon.
I wouldn't be shocked if anyone tore up Keyshawn Nixon.
I mean, they did have Minshew Mania for a reason.
Like, it could be the guy who looked horribly out of his depth from Miami in that preseason game at QB. What was it, Cam Miller?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he could tear up Keyshawn Nixon.
Cam Ward?
Not Cam Ward. No.
Oh,
Cam Miller.
Cam Miller. Okay.
He's the third string QB from Miami who was playing against the Giants and got like destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, that to me is the outside of like the pass rush. I mean, if I had to rank the 3 things I'm going to watch for this game and in practice, I would say the interior offensive line, the defensive end room, like the pass rush, and then corner 2.
I would agree with you.
And in that order of importance, I mean, Jordan Love is just so good at avoiding sacks. I could argue that you want to protect your quarterback, so that should be 1. But I also think Jordan Love is really good at avoiding sacks, so that's why I have it at 3. And I just can't believe this is the last preseason game, and then we'll get to make our 53-man final roster positions here going into next week, as well as the week after that, dude. It's Monday Night Football against Minnesota. At Minnesota.
Wait, is it Monday night? I thought it was Sunday.
Or sorry, Sunday night football.
Sunday at 4:25
7:25
on CBS.
It's Sunday night football.
No, 4:25 prime time. Or like not prime time, but
prime time.
Like
oh, I don't know why looking at Google and it said 7:25.
It's lying to you. Google AI.
Yeah, no kidding. I swear, it deceives me. But yeah, dude, we're this close. We are this close to real football, and I'm excited here. Like I said, our next episode will be recapping the Cardinals game, and then we'll do our final 53, and then we'll talk about Packers going to Minnesota for the first game of the year, playing some real football. But that is all, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
To Packers fans coast to coast, thanks for going beyond the frozen tundra. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, go Pack Go!